Hey, it's AP Experiment. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. And the first thing I want to say is mistakes were definitely made during this game session. I realized I literally was missing multiple cutscenes. And it's probably due to the fact that I did a whole lot of exploring during this session. So I have literally whole cutscenes missing from the room of requirement. The scene missing from meeting with Natty outside in the Hamlet. Like, I really dropped the ball in this one. I was not recording the way I was supposed to.
Yes, I'm ready now.
And was spending far too much time exploring. Definitely got all of that mixed up and caught up, and most definitely did not get what I needed to get done. So this is going to be a very choppy video of the last clips from this session, which do not fully connect. They are in the right order. I made sure that they're actually in the right order. But as you can see here, I from the end of that last mission, they give us upgrades to our spells. So now my Incendio spreads out in flame, and when I do certain damages, you'll see a green X pop up. That is Dark Arts, Dark Arts Curse damage. So I have that upgrade as well.
Yes, I'm ready now.
As well as a few other upgrades that I actually forgot to record. As I said, I lost a lot of footage while I was recording this. Silly me, not paying attention, getting way too caught up in the game. So you know, now I have to make do with what I have. But I literally did this fight specifically a bunch of times before I even got the upgrades. Maybe like 6 or 7 times, and then it was after I actually got the upgrades that I kind of got the hang of it. As you can see, I took more than a few losses even trying to get this way, just because I was taking too much damage. I was not using my Protego enough. I was not dodge rolling enough. Like I was completely messing up. But having the actual Dark Arts, like the curse damage, is actually so useful. Like so useful. As well as having
to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
As I said, I lost literally majority of what I did in the room of requirement because I was not paying attention and I was doing too much exploring. So I missed the intro cutscene to the room of requirement. Me actually doing and learning the transformation spells for everything. I literally lost all of that footage. So yeah, this is a choppy one. I did, start setting up. Did my first plants. Did my first potion making, which is all well and good. Again, but it's just the fact that I literally fumbled so much footage aggravates me so.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well.
It's okay.
First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Obviously, I've been grabbing loot.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
So
Good.
A gang of moonstone.
Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
See, and then this is what they have me do here, which is basically just decorating, the walls and the floor. I'm actually probably gonna have all of this sped up just because, so tedious. So tedious. No cap, no tedious. It's very tedious. It's literally just picking out a bunch of stuff, which literally is there's no problem to it. It's just, again, this was a lot of tedious, a lot of decorating, a lot of me just throwing stuff around for no random reason. And because they were asking for me to do so many, I literally was just throwing out random stuff. I'm sorry about that. throwing out random things just to fulfill the objective. It was literally absolutely tedious and really had nothing to do with anything. It was literally just me decorating for literally probably just extra time on the clock, just because it was like 5 or 6 things. I was just throwing literally random stuff everywhere just because, just to basically fulfill all of the missions. And it's like, all right, I do this, I do that, I do this, or whatever. Like, I was just trying to figure out where to even put stuff, just so that there was stuff. Not that I even cared. Literally, not even that I cared, but just because I could. Like, just seriously because I could. I literally just was placing things on walls, placing random pictures, and I was kind of trying to keep it to a theme for the most part. Like, a lot of the ones I put up were about, you know, like house elves and stuff like that, like family, like more kind of family type stuff, or just like random wizards gazing. Like, I tried to keep it to a theme.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
I'm not gonna lie, of all the spells that I had learned up to this point, literally I had, like, this was like the most creative design. The fact that you have to do the little loop-de-loop was very, very interesting. So if you're not really pointing in the direction, it actually slows you down. That was actually the first one I thought I was going to fail. As I said with the previous kind of clip, I'm literally just going to be speeding through these because they're tedious. They're literally just tedious. It's turn this color, turn this that color, switch the style of this, make it bigger, make it smaller, or whatever. It's literally silly. It's literally silly. And there's no real reason to it. Like, there was no real point. They really just had you do stuff just to do stuff. And I get the cool, they're trying to teach you a spell or whatever, but there was like no serious point to it, like, at all. What I decided ended up doing was literally just like, all right, cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to literally turn. I was like, all right, I'm gonna change the color of the desk to pink, and then I'm gonna just make this chair gigantic. Like, that was literally what I ended up just doing, just so that I kind of have the objective
now
done.
You're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
And again, like, these are like, these tasks were literally unnecessary. I understand that, you know, customization, decoration is cool, but they didn't have to really expound on it as much as they did. Like, there was no real point in literally there was no point in really going as in-depth as they did. I guess they really just wanted to show off the house elf connection and, you know, like the different little alteration spells, but it was too much. It was too much.
What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
So these choices were actually kind of nice. I did make sure to look at all of them, but I ended up going with the moonlit one. So again, I'll speed through these just so you kind of can see them. But for the most part, like, again, this was a small, tedious task. Like, again, I really do like the aesthetics.
Lit by the moon. Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. an even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts.
Yes, sir. So again, as I said, I kind of just wanted to show you some of the other formations. Like this is the moonlit one that I went with, but as I said, I kind of sped this up just because I wanted to show you the other ones.
As if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
For my villain method, I'm probably gonna go with this darker room here, just because obviously villain, it gives literally villain secret lair vibes. So obviously that's the one I would go with.
Changing the room's ambience, of course.
But I also want to see what the other one, how the other one looked. I think I can't remember if I went straight back, but I think I actually watched I put up the natural and earthy just because I wanted to see what the heck it looked like, just for aesthetic purposes. And then after that, I literally went right back to the cool moonlight, because the cool moonlit was actually really the best aesthetic. Like it was the dopest aesthetic. It was the aesthetic that I really wanted.
I would like the room.
But yeah, you know, switch right back to the moonlit. It does seem like I didn't actually put the earth in here, so I guess yeah, no, I went right back to the moonlit, and that was kind of how I ended that. I actually admit I lost the cutscene for this.
Nice doing
this
business with you.
supposed to be me talking to the guy who sells brooms about why he sells brooms, this, that, and the other, and just me just kind of selling all my stuff that I didn't need, just so I can have extra coins and I could you know, buy stuff. I literally can't believe that I lost the cutscene for this, because he talked very much about brooms and a series of things before I even bought my broom. I did go over the brooms. I kind of looked at them, and I had made like a decision. I was like, you know, what I could go through. But again, it's called an Ember Dash, bro. Like, I just thought that was so dope. I also made sure to put in a clip here of me actually flying around on it, just because I did want to make sure that I actually included that, just to kind of show it off. And you guys will see it over the course of my next videos as I better record, because Jesus Christ, I can't believe how many cutscenes I actually lost during this game session, just letting my excitement for the game get the best of me. So yeah, I just got to be on that. I got to be tighter on that, and I definitely got to make sure that I'm getting at least the majority of the cutscenes. Even though this is kind of like an optional thing, I wanted to make sure I actually got you know, majority of it. Like, look at this Ember Dash, bro. That thing is so clean, so clean. I feel like anybody who doesn't pick that is like, it's interesting. I don't even remember. I'm trying to think what would be like the quote-unquote similar one to the one that Harry had, maybe the Dash one.
Thanks for stopping by.
Because I don't think they actually have the Nimbus in here, because obviously the Nimbus was, you know, started at, you know, the 2000 series.
You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved.
How many
work on my first upgrade.
little twists and turns, little commentaries that are interlinked. I love how closely they're actually showing the relationship between Hogsmeade and Hogwarts. You don't normally see this inside the Harry Potter books and things of that nature, so it's actually very good to see it here.
I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I'm maybe too young to run this shop.
It's actually very interesting. There are different paths and ways you can make this go.
The most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match. Seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, Some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am.
Oh yeah, and then on top of everything else, I also literally lost the entire footage of flight class. Yeah, I took broom flight class. I had a whole cutscene and like 20-30 minutes worth of footage on the flight class, and I lost that as well. Yeah, bro, oh my god, I was letting myself get too caught up in this game. I was not recording like I should have, because as soon as he talked about Everett, who is a poor Ravenclaw boy who really loves brooms but is broke, the average struggling student at Hogwarts. Bro, like that's just, I can't believe I really was slipping like that. But yeah, here's me flying on my broom. Obviously, again, I got the Ember Dash just because I like how dope it looks, especially at night. Like, bro, especially with me on my with my white cloak on, like that's so fire, bro. That's so fire. At first, I was gonna use a flame to kind of travel, but I was like, you know what? Let me just kind of get to where I'm going. I did, take a look around the entire map just to kind of see if I missed anything that was important. But once I realized it was just kind of a bunch of little side missions that it was kind of pointing out, I was like, I'm gonna just head back to the castle. I ended up doing some exploring. Again, probably the main reason why I lost so much footage, because I just started running around the castle, using Revelio on stuff, and using Incendio on the little goblets that are off the ground now that I had a broom. Yeah, like so much time. And then I think I ended up actually doing the Zenobia Gobstone side quest, finished that. I did the Duncan herbology, hidden herbology class one. So yeah, I did like a couple side missions, and literally just I lost so much footage. Like, oh my god, bro. Just thinking about it is crazy. But again, I want to show me flying on this broom just because I love the way the cloak flaps. I love the way that my broom looks. Like the Ember Dash is cool. I kind of wish that they would have let you customize the color for it, because that would have been kind of cool to see it maybe be pink or white or a different color or whatever based on like magic. Like that would have been cool. But here's a mission with me and Sebastian. Me linking up with one of my Slytherin brethren.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
And this is actually one of the cooler scenes. Again, I started looking around for other like little stuff on the map. Just kind of going through stuff. Oh, I think also, yeah, I wanted to make sure I wanted to make this this stupid scarf disappear, because it was just messing up my cutscenes. I don't like it, so I flipped that away just to, I like the drip. I like the little white cloak without the scarf. I want it on, obviously, for its upgrades, but I don't want it shown, which I'm very happy that they have that option, just so that I can look kind of cool in my cutscenes, and I can look how I want to look, even while getting upgrades of other items. So rather than having like the normal RPG thing where I have this assortment of random items on that
My
are
friend,
terribly
Ominous
themed,
Gaunt.
I can theme it however I
He
like
named it the
and
Undercroft.
still get all the benefits,
We used
which
to
is
play
nice.
gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
The fact that, you know, Sebastian speaks of Ominous so fondly is so great. Of course, you know me, I'm going straight for the chest, even though I knew everything was going to be under level, because obviously, again, I'm over leveled at this current moment. I got all the stuff just because I'm probably going to sell it. I'm not going to lie. I'm most likely just going to sell it all, but I want to make sure I get it just so I can sell it. I wanted to walk over to the walls just in case anything popped up. I didn't know if this was one of those type of places similar to
I know Ominous. Met him in our
the room
common
of
room.
requirement where I could have
I've
like a
noticed
side
he uses his
entrance
wand
and
to
stuff like
navigate the
that.
castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
magical
fan of
education ought to
learning
include
all the
all
magic,
magic.
so I'm going
My
to be
thoughts
learning all the
exactly.
magic.
A spell like
Caesar
conferring
Alexander,
is
the
only
knowledge
truly
hungry,
dangerous in untrained
will be
hands.
a thing.
Such
Caesar
spells should be properly
Alexander,
taught, not
the
banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more
curse
fiery
maker.
forms of magic.
Yeah, I'm
But you
probably
should
gonna
learn
really
it.
spin this man's story a
I
couple
can teach it
times.
to you
No, I'm
safely
kidding.
here.
Again, this is my balanced story. I'm probably gonna
It
make
may
a
take
villain
a
story
while
after
to get the
this,
feel for
possibly a female
Mimic my
character.
wand movement.
But this Caesar Alexander story is
The
literally just gonna be
incantation is
him
Confringo.
getting all the.
Very well.
I'm gonna get all the spells that I can, all the potions, everything. I literally just want to be the best wizard possible. Literally just a bookworm, similar to Hermione, similar to others inside of the
You're getting
actual
it. Ready to actually try it?
Harry Potter universe. I really just care about learning as many spells as possible and using them to the best of my ability. So that's really what I'm gonna do.
Explain to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact.
As you can see, I was trying to
Have
make
a
sure
go at
I
those
put it
candelabra.
up right. I didn't. I was trying to put the Expelliarmus. I transferred the Expelliarmus just for the Confrigo, just because I really wanted to kind of keep a format of red on top, red on bottom, Accio and Levioso on the sides.
Both have their
This is
unique
what I would like to call my
I think
combo
you'll find
diamond.
that
As
a
soon as I get
Confringo cast
the
travels
next
a bit
upgrade where I
farther
can
than
get
that of a
multiple
spell
little
like
diamonds, I'll have a
Incendio.
diamond specifically for exploration, and then a diamond similar to this formation right here for combat. But I love Confrigo just because of its
How's it
distance.
feel?
Incendio
It's a
again
tad
had
hot.
too much short.
You'll get used to it.
Its distance was so unpredictable, and it was actually getting me killed
That's
during
it.
some of those fights you guys saw
I think
in
I've
the
got
previous episodes. If you haven't seen them, go back and watch them. But Incendio's short range was literally
I
getting
have to
me
say,
messed up,
I
and I was
enjoyed
spending
that.
hours
The
in
first time
fights that I
Ominous
shouldn't
and I
have.
practiced
With
Confringo,
Confrigo, I'll be
we
able to get
singed our
people at
eyebrows.
distance, which is good. With
I would have paid to see
Expelliarmus, I'll be able
I
to
swore we'd
knock
never live
weapons
it
out of
down.
people's hands.
So this
Very,
day,
very useful.
There's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see where this relationship with Sebastian goes. This is going to be a great relationship.
Practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Like his constant like knowledge seeking, my constant knowledge seeking is gonna be amazing. I can't wait. This is actually the part of the gameplay where I low-key got mad, like on the low, because I wasn't expecting this, and you guys will basically see it right here. Like, this was unruly and outrageous for no reason.
Wait, you there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
I'm not gonna lie, I tried to lie my way out of it. Be a good friend.
Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Ominous was being such a dick, like, for no reason, bro.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Yeah, Ominous is such a dick. Like, I thought he was gonna be cool people from the beginning, but after that commentary right there, I'm not gonna lie. If we get to beat up Ominous, I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. Like, no cap, no hesitation, no pause. I'm going to beat him up, because that was totally uncalled for. Like, I literally did nothing to that man.
As you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
And you know, that's where I'm at. Catch you in the next one.